All the way around, man. I'm telling you.
About all the topics.
Yeah. Okay, here we are. Welcome to Morning Crankers.
Yes.
This 7th day of March.
Yes, we're moving right ahead.
Can you believe that?
I know, I can't believe this.
Well, it seems like yesterday, like we were in the depressing days of January.
Yeah, and it seemed like Christmas was not that long ago, really. That's been 4 months.
3 months really.
3 months, I guess.
We're into the 7th day. That almost sounds prophetic, doesn't it? In the 7th day.
Yes.
God you know what I'm saying?
The earth.
I want to talk about the 10 worst tasting candies ever made.
Oh, wow.
I want to talk about 8 cool gadgets at this electric show that sound good to you.
Yeah.
The 6 best gas station chains that, are almost like a restaurant coming in. We've got one of them here in Springfield.
We do.
Okay.
We've got a couple, actually.
Another story about a student suing their high school. We're going to get into this a little bit. A professional skier did something awesome. A pregnant lady did something really awesome. And a Missouri 5th grader, we're going to play homage to that kid because he's awesome.
Right.
Okay? Does that work for you?
Works for me.
Okay, so what national day is it today? Well, there's a lot of them. Okay, it's National Alexander Graham Bell Day.
Yeah.
It's National Cereal Day. What's your favorite cereal?
Oh, gosh. That's hard.
Wait. Tutti Frutti.
No. I'm going to go Lucky Charm.
Lucky Charms. The original, or do you like the
one with the horseshoes in it.
Well, see, the other one does too. The what is it? Something Mateys.
Yeah.
Mortar Mateys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The one's made by Multo Meal, one's made by like Post.
Yeah.
But I think they come from the same factory.
They got to. I think the multi-meal is what's at the bottom of a Lucky Charms box.
It could be. See, I'm a Life guy.
Right.
I like Life. Life is good cereal.
Yeah. And it treats you good, too.
Well, there's some, man, that there's some that you can't get anymore.
Right.
Okay, like when's the last time you saw Corn Pops?
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And those are good, too.
Or how about this? Honey Schmacks.
Yes.
You remember those Honey Smacks? That was good cereal. And the green frog with the red hat on. You remember that?
Yep.
What do they call it? That's going to be the next thing. Well, the Honey Smacks frog never had a hat on.
Right.
What do they call that?
Is it get canceled?
Well, it's not going to be canceled. You know where they say like the Monopoly guy never had a monocle?
Yeah.
Or there was never a cornucopia in the Fruit of the Loom?
Right.
What do they call that? That's the something effect.
Oh.
Whatever it is.
I don't know.
It don't matter. But whatever, that's going to be the next one.
It doesn't affect me, but yeah.
Okay, so today is the National Day of Unplugging. Relax, reflect, and be active. Visit the outdoors. Well, you know what? Beautiful day today. So
yeah.
I'll say, go unplug. Do it. Do it. After you're done listening to Morning Crankers, go to your job, and then
go unplug.
Spend some time, have fun, unplug. It's Denim Day for dementia. Dementia is a terrible disease.
Yeah, it is.
Almost 100,000% now proven to be caused by the food we eat. And, some people say about the aerosols, floating around, particulates in the sky. But that's my tinfoil hat talking.
Yeah.
Jose Abad Santos Day. He's a war hero of the Second World War for the Philippines. This is close to my heart. Okay, it almost makes me want to shed a tear. It's Friday Fish Friday.
Right.
Can you say that? It's Friday Fish Friday.
Yeah, Friday Fish Friday.
That's right, and it is good. I love me some walleye.
Yeah.
Cod.
I love cod.
Yeah, I haven't really had like great catfish. Have you?
No.
Now, people down here swear by it, and we really do need to go check out some of the local restaurants that sell catfish because they say that it's great.
Yeah, I heard it all depends on how it's cooked. I've heard that for years.
Very, very well could be. It's also National Crown Roasted Pork Day. Do you ever get sick of pork?
I do sometimes.
Like pork chops? We have pork chops a lot.
I get tired of that, and sometimes I get tired of just a hamburger all the time.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean,
because you always see the hamburger chain everywhere.
Well,
never mind wherever you're at.
My wife is a wonderful cook.
Yeah.
But sometimes she's got to get a little bit creative with the pork chops because pork chops just sometimes can be. So she'll get the thick cut pork chops and then wham, cut them in half, almost to the end, butterfly them. You know what I'm saying? And then season both sides and then put something in them. Like, have you ever had stuffing, like butterfly pork chops stuffed?
Yes, was the stuffing mix.
Sometimes it's stuffing, sometimes it's cream cheese and chives. I mean,
or the steak and not steak and what is that? Shake and bake.
Shake and bake, yes, shake and bake.
You gotta remember, I'm not from the kitchen, so
right. Well, we know that you're from the land of poisonous nuts.
Right.
It's National Dress in Blue Day. I guess you wouldn't have burnt down if it would have been today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh,
National Employee Appreciation Day. I think that day should be every day.
Should be.
For the hardworking men and women of this country and the Ozarks area, National Employee Appreciation Day should be every day.
Should be for all the working men and women.
They have National Flapjack Day, but that is not a flapjack. Do you see that picture?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, there's really not much of a difference between a flapjack and a pancake.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so it's National Tartar Sauce Day, which of course it would be because it's Friday Fish Fry Day.
Yeah.
Right?
They go right along together.
Plant Power Day sounds like something I'm not interested in. National Middle Name Pride Day. Sock Monkey Day.
What the
heck? Yeah, I'm dead serious. Give your old socks a new lease on life as we mark Sock Monkey Day.
Wow.
Yeah, they just take socks and make monkeys and give them to kids, I think. And then it's World Day of Prayer today.
Oh, there you go.
Guess what? That one is observed in 170 countries across multiple continents. What do you think about that?
That's pretty cool.
So, I mean, do you think we should get to this fifth grader and how awesome this fifth grader is?
Yeah.
Okay, listen to this, folks. I think I need to bring this in a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, reel it in.
You know what? I might be able to do better than that. Yeah. Missouri fifth grader raises enough money to pay off his entire school's lunch debt. The school surprised Doc and Kramer with a legacy award, which they plan to hand out annually to a special fifth grader like him. A Missouri fifth grader was on a mission to help out his school and ended up wiping out all of the outstanding school lunch debt for his fellow students. Doc and Kramer said he was inspired to give back after his teacher, Mrs. Haley, recommended he become an I Am Noticed peer leader at his elementary school in a metropolitan district outside Kansas City. Dawkins said members of the group go out of their way to make others feel noticed. Nothing wrong. This is all good so far. You know what I'm saying? It says, I wanted to show how much I appreciate my teacher in school by doing something nice for the families in my school community who needed help, Dawkins told Scripps News. A fan of the Kansas City Chiefs, Dawkins said he was also inspired by people like Patrick Mahomes, who often do charity work. Yep. All right. I'm clapping. Now, his mom and him began brainstorming ideas on how they could give back. Well, once his mother explained what school meal debt was, Dawkins said he couldn't believe that was even a thing. Him and me both. I like this kid.
Right.
And knew that was how he was going to make a difference. According to the Education Data Initiative, the National Public School meal debt is $262 million a year.
Ooh.
Think about that. Even with millions of students eligible for free or reduced meals, its latest report, Feeding America, found that 1 in 5 children in the U.S. experience food insecurity. Okay, Dawkins said sometimes school lunch might be the only healthy meal a kid gets during the day, and it's not fair some families can't afford it. And you know what? I agree.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, the other side of this, sometimes families can afford it, but the kids aren't important enough to the parents to actually do it because, the kid can't eat, but they can have cigarettes, and the kid can't eat, and they got their nails done. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the scumbag sons of, you know what?
Yeah.
Is it okay for me to say that?
Say it.
Well, I said it. He said, I think all students should get free breakfast and lunch at school, and I am one of those people.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about, where you go up. This happened to one of my kids, and I was furious. Twice this has happened out of my 13 children. One time my kid went in, and I had paid not only for her milk, but I always gave extra for any kid that didn't have milk, okay?
Right.
My daughter went in there, and they said that she didn't have any money on her account and couldn't get milk.
Huh.
Now, I was pissed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I went in and I straightened that out. That never, ever, ever, ever happened again.
Good.
Okay. Now, a friend of one of my kids, they went up. They didn't have enough money on their meal card or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're sitting there trying to go through their, with their little card. It's not working. So the person comes out of the kitchen. They grab the kid. They right in front of all the other kids.
Yeah.
Saying, well, you don't have any money on your account, so you can't have lunch. Here's a brown paper bag lunch.
Huh.
Making the kid look like an idiot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That stuff really cranks my yanker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So this young boy made a video to share on social media with the call to action. He asked family, friends, and local businesses to donate to his fundraiser so that he could give the money back to the school to clear some of the students' meal debt before his 5th grade graduation ceremony at the end of the school. Originally, he thought he might raise $300, but it was far better than that, and he went as far as knocking on doors, going house to house around his neighborhood. But the video kind of went viral, and it went to $3,370, and then it went to $7,400. So check that out, $7,400, and they never said what it ended up being, but $7,400 cleared the debt.
Right.
What do you think about that?
That's freaking awesome.
Is it not awesome?
It is. I mean, my late wife used to always talk about doing one good deed a day is good for you. Okay, and I agree with her after all these years.
Right.
And I've done it since she said it, and I do it almost every day. That's whether you let somebody out, like whenever you're pulling into a bank or a restaurant. You just, it's being complimentary to someone.
Well, let me ask you this.
But man, this kid's being very complimentary.
And he's a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Oh, that's a plus there.
And I'm going to tell you something else. It makes me feel good to know that the quarterback that represents my state is doing enough out there that it inspired this kid to go do this. That's saying something.
And that tells me that kid really looks up to Pat.
Right. It's kind of nice to have somebody in that position in Missouri.
Right.
We have Isaiah Pacheco doing a football thing here in Springfield.
Clinic. Yeah.
I think that this is so awesome.
Awesome.
This is what we need more of.
It brings camaraderie to the communities.
So with all of this goodness, can I ask the obvious question in my mind?
What's that?
If we have schools across the U.S. that 1 in 5 children are food insecure, whatever exactly that means,
right.
Who knows? What are we doing giving one dime to any other country for any thing at all?
I agree with that 1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, our money needs to start going to our schools, instead of there across the world.
Is that considered charity when you take care of your own frickin' kids in your own frickin' country?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. That is a moral responsibility we have as a people.
I think it's common sense.
Well, Mr. Doc, and what I would really like to do, you know what we need to do?
Yeah.
We need to take one of those cards we got with our face and morning crankers on it, and we need to sign it and say good job and send it to this young chap.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because this kid is exactly what's right with the world. Everything he did.
He was raised right, too. You can tell.
You could tell. Man, I'm telling you.
That's a big clap for me.
Yes. I
Good
can do
parenting.
This. Yeah. Yes, it is. But this is something that he said. He said, if I can accomplish my goal and make a difference, then so can you. Bam, right through the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right through the heart. I mean, okay, this is awesome. I never want to see a kid go hungry because I'm going to tell you something. I have been hungry.
Yeah.
Have you ever been hungry? Like,
oh, yeah.
It's 2 or 3 days before you get your paycheck when you're young, And,
Yep.
Oh, I can get through. And by the last day at work, you are dragging. I mean, you like
dragging butt, and then can't wait to go cash your check and
get some food. And then you do, and then you overeat.
Then you overeat, and you order too much, or you if you go to a restaurant or you overeat, like you said. I mean, it just, no, it's a bad situation.
It's
for a
something that
kid
we
to
can
be
do
in.
something about, especially kids, okay? So
Yeah.
I have different opinions when it comes to adults.
I do too.
I don't like to see adults hungry.
But I don't like to see kids especially hungry.
Well, adults, they can do things.
Yes, we can.
They can fend for themselves, even though it shouldn't happen here. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Kids have no choice.
No.
Kids are completely at the mercy
They're the innocent
of
ones in the
their
middle of it.
parents.
Yep.
You know, you don't mess with the elderly and you don't mess with the kids.
Yep.
You know, you shouldn't mess with anybody. You know what I'm saying. You know,
I know exactly
I'm
what you're
saying-
saying. That's how I feel about it.
yes, okay.
Oh.
Well, we're going to switch from that, but we're going to do that. We're going to send out a couple things for him just because I think that is so awesome.
Yeah.
Listen to this. The 8 coolest inventions from 2025 Consumer Electronics Show. You know where you're not going to hear this?
Where?
Anywhere else.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there is some pretty cool stuff here. There is a tongue tricking spoon that helps you eat less salt. I don't even know if that's good for you, but it's kind of cool that they're doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, remember how we used to make fun of people like, the spoon made me fat?
Yeah.
Well, now they've developed a spoon.
Yeah.
So it's for people that have, what would they call that? If, you know, I'm trying not to fat shame right now. What would you call it? You know what I'm saying?
Slightly overweight.
Well, no, I'm not saying that because I don't want to lie to people.
Right.
You know, like, you remember that commercial, Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah.
His wife came out and said, does my butt look big in this? And it said, Honest Abe. And he just put up his fingers like just a little bit, and then he got in big trouble.
Yeah.
I think we should do away with that. Let's just
Right.
be nice about it. But what would you call it? Skinny, secure
Yeah.
feeling? You know, well, now there's a spoon that can help you with sugar,
Right.
with salt, with, you know, things like that. It tricks your tongue into thinking, is that even healthy?
Right.
I mean, is it?
I don't know.
Okay, do you remember that Shallow Hal movie?
Yeah.
Okay, and he got tricked into thinking the physical appearance was the, you know, like soul of a person.
Yep. Yep.
Was that healthy?
No.
See, I don't know if it is or not because, you know, I'm just going to leave that one with you.
Yeah.
Now, this is important to me because obviously I have diabetes.
Right.
And, you know, I know every night, stick yourself with the needle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Needle phobia. There's a place now that has figured this out. Check this out. It is a needle-free injector.
Ooh.
What do you think of that?
That's pretty cool. I mean, that'd be right up your alley.
Well, they made this not for that, but for flu vaccines. Because so many people said that they didn't want to get flu vaccines. But I see this more in, you know,
Yeah.
a diabetes light.
I know.
Like your widowed wife,
Yeah.
she had diabetes too, right?
Yeah.
So did she have to take the shot?
Yes. She took it in the stomach.
Right. So listen to this. It's an injection system that uses a laser to heat liquid, propelling high-velocity liquid microjets through the skin.
Mm.
What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Laser and high velocity.
Wow.
Now, I could see something going wrong with this, like, bzz, you know,
Yeah.
like, what if it turned into, like, Luke Skywalker?
You open. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Slicing and dicing. Hey, bug watching camera?
Well, I mean, I don't know what the purpose of a bug watching camera is, and I don't know what would be different than a regular camera.
Maybe because the bugs are smaller and you can
I mean, so you'd have a
And you get to-
micro lens on there.
where you can see like ants or something that look actually regular sized quarters or something.
No, literally what it is, it's a camera that looks like it's in the petals of a flower.
I guess.
So the bugs, I guess, come out because they're not afraid because they don't see something out of the ordinary. This same company makes a thing called a Wonder Block that is a modular planter and a bug hotel system.
Mm.
Okay, would you spend money on a bug hotel?
No.
I'm telling you, give me a few popsicle sticks, a little bit of sugar, and, you know, a little bit of time. I can make a big bug hotel. Cheap.
Right.
Way cheaper than these people.
At-home fertility test.
Well, there you go. I know a lot of people that struggle with getting pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And kids are a blessing. I don't care. All kids are a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
It says that the Heath Company, Vivo, they got that spelled wrong. Should have said the health company. This is what you get from Smithsonian.
Right.
This is literally on SmithsonianMag.com. But the Heath app company, Vivo, is helping aspiring parents have more control over their fertility with a new series of at-home tests tracking ovulation, follicle-stimulating hormone, and an indicator of egg reserve, vaginal pH, and pregnancy using urine test strips. What do you think?
Wow.
I mean, we're jumping forward, even though, that's not forward in some people's eyes, but
right.
You know what I'm saying.
May not be the naked truth to a lot of others.
Right. Well, Then we've got a Brazilian cosmetics company showing off a prototype AI-powered lipstick.
Huh.
How does that work?
Oh, wow.
An AI-powered lipstick. Okay, let me take you back, to a show called Total Recall.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that girl putting on makeup and she was touching her face and it was changing color?
Yeah.
That's literally what this company has made.
Wow. They make movies just to let us know.
You think? Because
I say that all the time.
I'm telling you, it's got to happen.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was watching a movie last night, actually.
Yeah.
And it literally was perfect.
Right.
And it was about history, but so it was called David. Yeah, it's on Netflix right now. Here's a company called Carapod that's making coffee from thin air. What do you think about that?
That's pretty wild.
It's turning atmospheric humidity into 13 cups of water every single day.
Taking moisture from the air to make coffee. That's pretty wild.
So can I ask you something? I don't want to be gross, but I do want to ask a question.
What's that?
Okay, so they're literally taking the atmospheric humidity.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if Uncle Jeb comes over and he had beans the night before? And this coffee maker's sitting where most coffee makers are in the kitchen, and he's sitting around the kitchen table, and he lets one fly.
It looks like it's going to have a fermented flavor.
Yeah, I guess it's going to have something. It is. But, I thought it was pretty cool. They got these new earbuds that kind of control your environment to help people that have anxiety. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah. I've got anxiety, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it called?
I was diagnosed with it.
Really?
Yeah.
What anxiety do you got?
They didn't say. They just said you definitely got anxiety.
I wonder if that's the rectal kind.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
They also have a outsourced memory device, and this I think is the beginning of something really cool. Listen to this. It says, most of us find it difficult sometimes to remember details of a conversation, or we occasionally find ourselves forgetting directions a few minutes after they've been given. For people with ADHD or conditions like Alzheimer's, listening and memory issues are even more challenging. The Bee Pioneer aims to provide a sort of outsourced brain with a smartwatch-like bracelet that records and transcribes every conversation. What do you think of that?
That's pretty wild.
The user can then use the transcript to jog their memories later, and they can rely on the paired app's AI to provide digital reminders. Your wife told you to take out the trash at 8 a.m. I mean, it's a cool idea, but there's a big but there.
No.
My thing is if this person is recording this to remember, how are you going to remember you had it on you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're getting close.
They are.
You know what I mean? They're getting close. So, Greg, you've been doing some running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going?
All right.
How good?
Pretty good.
Okay. Here's the thing. Could you run a marathon?
I'm pretty sure I could.
How many miles is a marathon?
Oh gosh, I can't. I don't know.
It's 24 miles, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 26
It
miles?
just depends on the race, I guess.
Is it okay? Well, I think the original marathon was like 24. Well, this woman, okay, bless her heart, 23 weeks pregnant. And she goes out and she runs a half marathon and she beat 7,900 other people.
Way to go.
I mean, could you beat this girl?
No.
I don't think I could. Anna Rohrer.
I don't think I could because I think this girl probably runs every day.
Well, think about this. It was 13.1 miles, and she did it in 75 minutes and 16 seconds.
Wow.
We're talking miles, man.
I know.
She was more than a minute ahead of any other females in the race, and 2024 marked her second time in a row winning the race. She won the 2023 race with a time of 71 minutes and 31 seconds. So the baby only added a few minutes onto that. What do you think of that?
Wow. I just think it's awesome. I don't.
This was the Indianapolis 500 Festival mini marathon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know that one?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's probably the one they held the week of the 500.
Right. I mean, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Real big.
You know what I mean?
Real big deal.
Yeah. So,
But that's awesome.
then check this out. Okay. I love downhill skiing.
Yeah.
Haven't done it in years. I'd probably break my neck, but I absolutely love doing it. Okay. That was like a favorite pastime of mine. Have you ever done it?
I've never done that one.
Okay. Listen to this. And a professional skier sets a world record traveling 83 miles per hour. Now that sounds fast, right?
Yeah.
But there's a twist on this because
Literally.
there is literally they've went a lot faster going forward. This person was backwards. Okay, now I just want you to think about that. You're on the top of this huge, steep hill, moguls and everything else. You're going down 83 miles per hour backwards.
Wow. I don't think so.
I want you to think, other than Texas,
Yeah.
maybe Wyoming,
Yeah.
you are literally going to get a speeding ticket on any American highway. This guy would going backwards down a hill on skis. What do you think of that?
That's wild, though. I don't think I could do that.
Well, and it's always the Norwegians and the Swiss and stuff like that, because Americans really don't compete in this. But if they did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to know what this guy's name is?
What is?
Vikersund.
Mm.
His name is literally Vikersund Hill. Yeah, well, I'm just kidding. That's where he did it at. But no, I mean, wouldn't that be cool to try doing that? His name is Anders Bak. I think that it's awesome. He's a Norwegian. He's a professional, but 83 miles an hour.
Backwards.
Yeah, you're doing something. And before we get into the gas station thing, we might have to leave the 10 worst candies ever. Now, I'm going to let you decide. But another student has sued their high school because he said he graduated with a 3.4 GPA, but he couldn't read. Now, we have been seeing a rash of these stories. It's almost like he's going downtown on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
What is going on here?
I don't know, man. We got students suing teachers and
Is there a
schools.
Well, is there like ambulance chasers now or lawyers that are trying to find students like this? Is that what's going on? Because how many of these stories have we seen in the last week?
A lot, just like the plane crash stories.
Right, a dozen maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. It says William A. is dyslexic and graduated from high school with a 3.4 grade point average, yet even then he could not read. The school now challenges an order that it provides him with compensatory education under the Individuals with Disability Education Act. We affirm the order, the ruling states. In 2023, the parents of the student said that the school system failed to provide their son with a free, appropriate public education under the Individuals with Disability Education Act. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know what to think.
I mean, there's lots and lots of money. I'm talking
There
millions of dollars here. But
Yeah.
the last girl we talked about graduated with honors and then got a full ride scholarship.
And she ended up going to college and graduating.
Right. So why isn't she suing the college?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's just, I don't know. It's weird, man.
I want our kids to have a good education.
Yeah.
However, I also don't want them to just start suing people to sue them.
Right. And that's what this kind of, recently, this is what it sounds like.
I guess there is such a thing as statute of limitations, and maybe that's what this is for. Who knows? I don't know. But it's kind of getting ridiculous, and I'm not saying that the schools are always doing the right thing, but I do think that most of the schools try as hard as they can with the limited funds that they have.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then there's a lot of ways. We could do a whole freaking show about that, but I don't want to go in there. But just, folks, keep an eye open because there's a lot of stories like this popping out.
There is.
So, Mr. Gred.
Yes.
Would you rather talk about the 10 worst tasting candies ever made?
Yeah.
Or would you rather talk about 6 gas station chains with food so good it's worth driving out of your way for?
6 gas station one.
Okay, so here we go. They got Maverick on here. And I don't think that these are like in order. They're just like the 6 best, okay? Have you ever eaten at a Maverick?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have not.
Have you?
I have never had a Maverick.
No.
It says this one has everything that you want. It has barbecue. It has burgers. It has whatever. How about full-fledged grill?
No. Never heard of that one either.
Chorizo, which is some sort of a burrito, egg, potato, pepper jack cheese, chipotle mayo. They have that there. Okay. I don't know. I would try it. Would you?
Yeah.
A lot of these places, like the one that we have here, they do have things, but a lot of them is only for them, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like everything in Buc-ee's is Buc-ee's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you go, or Quick Trip. Quick Trip's another one on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Maverick is on there. For some reason, it's not. Let me pull this down.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Buc-ee's. What do you think of Buc-ee's?
I think they're in Tennessee. I do know that. I'm pretty sure I've seen one in Tennessee.
Well, there's one right here in Springfield, Missouri.
Did not know that.
Yeah, big one. If you're coming from the side that we come on and you go from the south, you don't really see it because it's on the north side.
Oh, okay. That's why I did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they've got everything, and supposedly I've been told they have the best meat selection that there is.
Wow.
Okay, I'm talking like snapjacks, and I'm talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I haven't been there. Now, I've been to that other one in St. Louis, that big one. I don't know. Beef jerky. Look at that.
Wow.
That's all in there. Okay. That's a pretty big one, if you know what I'm saying. It's got some good food. Not denying it.
Right.
How about Wawa? You ever been to a Wawa?
No.
Okay. This is the built-to-order concept. They've got food and alcohol available. Not that you do that, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
What do you think? There's a picture of some of the Wawa food. It looks a little bit too healthy.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It does.
I mean,
everything there looks like it's, even the sandwiches.
Okay, so I'm saying if you're a college kid and you want some good food that's kind of healthy for you, Wawa might be.
You might want to cram there.
Well, and supposedly the food there is really cheap.
I've had food there.
Okay, Love's Travel Stop. I've had food there, and I don't know if I'd put this in that list.
I wouldn't either.
They have hot dogs and helmets there. They have blueberry pancakes. They have sausage, ranchero steak and cheese, tornado. I've had the tornadoes, and I wouldn't give them a 5 out of 10.
Wow. Man.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I've had their food.
Now, they do have good fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Cups of fruit, really good. Yeah. And they get rid of it real quick. It's not like some of them truck stops you stop at, you buy the grapes.
Yeah.
And you're like, put one in and it pops. And it's like, oh, that's good. Put another one in, pops, it's good. And then you hit the next one, it's like soggy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can bring dogs into Love's, which is cool. But here's one that I have a lot of familiarity with.
Quick Trip.
Quick Trip, the KWIKTRIP. And then if you're in Iowa, it's Quick Star. Because somebody had the name Quick Trip and they sued them, so they had to change all their stuff. Even their branding in the store is Quick Star. Quick Trip, Quick Star, same company, just had to kind of change it. Now look at that goodness. Did you see these back here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lots of donuts, lots of cheese curds, lots of snack sticks, good pizza, great bananas. And that was actually what made them, when they were a little tiny store, I remember them. They used to sell bananas for, 17 cents a pound or whatever it was.
Right.
It was below cost. You just don't get that. Now look at this. Homestyle chicken sandwich, rib sandwich, different sorts of hot dogs, potatoes with cheese in them. I mean, you could get fat going here.
Oh, yeah.
They have Karuba coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. So very good in my eyes. Then we have Sheets.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. Never been there.
Must be West Coast.
It was established in 1952 in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
No.
And their idea was kicked up convenience. Well, their claim to fame was perfectly clean bathrooms.
Huh.
And you know what's weird? I actually do that. If I go into a gas station and it's got a dirty bathroom, I never go back again.
Same here.
Yep. So maybe they were onto something.
Yep.
They also have old-fashioned milkshakes. What do you think of that?
I like that idea.
They have chicken bites, mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, meatball subs, breakfast sandwiches, and all of them are good. Milkshakes, smoothies. I could do a breakfast sandwich with a milkshake.
Yeah. Oh, I could too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then throw in some mott sticks for me. Jalapeno poppers for you?
I would take the, what was it, the sticks?
Oh, yeah,
Mozzarella
the
sticks.
mott sticks, yeah.
Mozzarella sticks.
See, I would do that. Now, this you can actually get in a platter altogether. Chicken bites, mott sticks, jalapeno poppers, the meatball sub.
Sounds like they got good selection.
Yeah, Sheets. I got to try some of these
I do
places.
too.
You know what I mean?
I do too.
I also like going around the local Missouri area
Right.
and finding the little gas stations. Like, if you're on a fishing trip or something and you see a little shop in the middle of nowhere.
Mom and pop shop.
Kind of. There's one outside of Ava, like 15 miles, and there's nothing out there. It's just that.
Yeah.
But you stop in there, they got a little bit of kind of good food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's the type of thing we want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Well, folks, we hope you have a wonderful frickin' weekend.
Hope you enjoy your weekend, and we will see you on Monday.
And
Monday.
by the way, thank you very much for going and listening to the shorts, the little cutouts that we had of the songs.
Yes. Yeah.
People are absolutely loving them, and they kind of went viral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They have.
That's
you.
kind of cool for us. Yes, thank you. Remember, morningcrankers@gmail.com if you want to get a hold of us. Morningcrankers.com. We love you guys. We will be seeing you on Monday.